The government shutdown enters this second month here on this October 31st. We're breaking down the numbers for the hundreds of thousands of Nevadans who rely on these benefits. We're joined this morning by Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com to put it all in perspective here this morning. Rachel, thanks for being here. We're talking some 500,000 Nevadans here. I'm curious to know how large are these benefits for people?
Yeah, so the cost for 1 month of SNAP benefits in Nevada is over 85 million. It's about 15.5% of the state who get SNAP benefits. And it's not small change. The average person gets $187 worth of benefits per month. And if you're a family of four, and everyone's eligible, it's $750 a month. It's your entire grocery bill. So to not have it will be very hard. And we know all over the country, food banks are being funded and donated to, so that will help. Still, it's going to be a lot to make up.
I saw it here in our state, even our governor calling that special committee together to put together some emergency funding here. How does it compare, Rachel? I want to know what we're looking at here in Nevada, how we compare to other spending in other states.
Yeah, so the 15.5% of state residents who participate, it's on the higher end. It's actually the 8th highest in the country. On average, or rather around the country, 12% of the country participate in SNAP. So it's higher there in Nevada. The numbers have gone up across the entire country, though. 20 years ago, there were 24 million people who collected SNAP benefits. Now it's 42 million today. That's a 75% increase. So it's gone up everywhere. New Mexico is the highest. It's 21% of people in New Mexico receive SNAP benefits. The lowest is just under 5% in Utah. So 8th highest there in Nevada. A lot of the participants are kids. 39% are under age 18. And of course, you have veterans, and seniors who make up a large portion of this as well.
You know, it's interesting, Rachel. We've been watching what the governor has been doing, and there's been some disagreement over how these state funds can be used for this federally funded program. What's the disagreement here? Can you give us the backstory behind it?
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of confusion, right? We know this is happening because of the government shutdown, and the USDA said they ran out of funds for SNAP benefits. They say they can't use emergency funds. Those are saved for things like natural disasters, like Hurricane Melissa. So Nevada is one of 26 states that are suing the USDA for not using its $6 billion in contingency funds for SNAP. USDA says we can't. They also say states won't be reimbursed if they lay out funds to pay for SNAP. And so the Nevada governor, like many others, is saying, okay, we're not using this money. The state treasurer has disagreed with the governor and said, no, we should be able to use state funds, trying to find a workaround. And the governor says, no, federal regulations prohibit states from funding SNAP directly because SNAP is a federal program. The state has a rainy day fund, over $1 billion in it. People are saying, why can't we use that? The rule there is before that can be tapped into, the state's fund balance has to go below 5% because it is a rainy day fund. They have to use all the other money. So while this sort of debating is going on, Nevada is funding food banks and additional programs. I think it's about 39 million now. Just yesterday, they set aside $30 million. But remember, Nevadans get $85 million per month in SNAP benefits. So it's just a portion of what people are used to having.
Yeah, you nailed the price tag there. We've got the reporting up on News3LV.com that the Interim Finance Committee here in Nevada approved that request from Governor Joe Lombardo to allocate some $39 million in state funds to help low-income residents here in our state. Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com making sense of it all, and we certainly appreciate it. Thanks for being here, Rachel. Have a good weekend, although I know tough times are ahead with that SNAP benefits expiration coming tomorrow on November 1st. Thanks for being here, Rachel.